Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Platinum Achievements. Episode 24, maybe? Let me check. 24. As always, I am Ray, and joining me is the sweet baby prince himself, Gary.
Heyo.
Gary, how you been this week?
Good. Um, Work-wise, but gaming-wise, making good progress.
Oh, that's good.
How
That's
about you?
good. Some ups and downs. Um, Most recently, I was putting my son to sleep like 20 minutes ago, and he was running around a lot. I opened that door to calm him down. I got hit by a face full of poop stink. It was,
Yum.
dude. He went 2 days, 2 days no poop. It
Oh,
was,
that's rough.
dude. It was. I mean, it's not uncommon for kids not to poop every day, but
Hmm.
once they decide to go, especially since he's been eating a majority of like liquid foods, oh, you know that was a delicious looking diaper. And then yeah, a couple days ago, which reminds me, I gotta text my boss. A couple days ago, we got Sam evaluated for like some speech therapy stuff,
Hmm.
and they're like he's good in some areas, he's more advanced in others, missing a couple things, and then they're like you see how he doesn't like respond when like you call his name or stuff like that. Or like yeah, it's like he probably doesn't know his name, and I'm like that's such a depressing like thought that he just doesn't know his name at two and a
Right.
half. Dude, it's a little disheartening, but it's shit you just gotta figure out. So that
Yeah, exactly.
they recommend and I've been doing it a lot lately. It's sort of improving. Like you like tap him on the shoulder and like hold him, or not hold him, but like have physical contact when you're saying his name.
Hmm.
So we're working on it. He's just a little he's stubborn too. So
I mean, have you seen his dad?
dude, his mother is way worse. She's the stubborn one. I just kind of go with the flow.
Hmm.
But anyway, so yeah, that's life. Gaming wise, I'm making uh progress, I suppose. Uh, have not
Okay,
have not
okay.
touched Hellblade yet. I'll get to it.
You
There's
are a
two.
naughty boy.
There's two other. We got it by end of year. We got it by end of year for sure.
Even I dipped my toe in for about an hour
Oh
this
yeah,
past week just to make a little bit of progress, not let it sit too long.
yeah. I'll get there.
Mm.
I'll get there. The Sam's actually on like a pretty good sleep schedule at this point, so I'll
Hmm.
have a little extra time to game at night. But uh, I'm trying to think. What have I been playing? Oh, let's boot up with the apps.
The apps
Where the hell is my phone?
in my back pocket.
It's over here. All right, I'm gonna go first this week.
Do it, you coward.
Why is what's going on with Justice League? Oh, it's the game. Okay. For those of you that don't know, the Arena X app, they have like categories or IP at the top, I guess. And there was like when you first booted up in like the news section, there was a Justice League like the Zack Snyder Justice League logo. So I was really confused because I know nothing's going on with that. But
Mm.
it was just a link to the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League season 3. So I would have thought. Got a little excited there, but I know that's done and dusted, even if I love it. But
Apparently, I need to use this app more for new gaming news. Like, there's a ton of stuff they list on here that I didn't know
oh
what's
yeah,
going on.
there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I don't know if I mentioned it on here, but when I first booted up, like you recommended it to all of us, it literally wouldn't work, and it was because I had notifications turned off.
Hmm.
And once I fixed that, it just worked like a charm.
Okay. Okay.
But anyway, sitting pretty at 718,250 gamer score. Starting there, I actually I nabbed 2 achievements in Gears of War 4, which was great. For those of you that are out of the loop on that, there were achievements for getting like certain skin classes. So like a what is it? Like I want to say like Midnight Omen and Flaming skins, and you could only get them through like event drops, I believe, out of the boxes. But now you can
Mhm.
just craft them. So I just crafted a bunch. Uh,
Okay.
and if they don't pop for you, just quit the game and reload, and it should trigger them. That's apparently a
Mhm.
common issue. Um, Booted up. I think I got a couple achievements in Vampire Survivor. Still under 10%. That's gonna be like a play in the background kind of game when I'm got nothing else
Low
to really
burn.
play.
Mhm.
It'll sort of be like it'll be like if Netflix had a movie or a TV show that you could play when you couldn't figure out what else to watch when you're like stream running through everything.
Mhm.
It would probably be something like that. But then I played a little game that recently released called Hidden Cats in Berlin.
Mhm.
Fantastic little game. Um, a correction I wanted to bring up: the the devs of the Hidden Cats in like certain cities games, not the ones, at least to my knowledge, that donate to cat shelters, but the publisher of the game publishes a bunch of other games, and there's another cat related game publisher within there that does donate to the cat shelter. So I think it's like the castle full of cats and the building full of cats, and like I think it's called like pseudo cats where you play like Sudoku with cats. They're the one
Mhm.
that donates to the shelters.
Okay.
So at some
I
point
do
I might get
appreciate
to,
that they do that.
was that?
I said I do appreciate that they do
No,
that.
that's
Kind
really
of.
it is cool.
Mhm.
And I wish the other developer did that, but I mean that's on them. But I've been buying a lot more of their games because I love those hidden cat games so much.
Mhm. I'm gonna look into those one of these days.
Dude, they're so good. They all got plats.
Ooh.
Mm.
Mm.
Um, let's see. I booted up Fortnite for a hot minute because I almost caved and bought a new skin, but I didn't. So there's that.
There you go.
They It's Halloween time, so they've out of nowhere decided to add Billy from the Saw movies.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the Saw movies so much.
I like them too. I don't like love them, but they're like it's like one. It's like that series that I feel like I'm the only one that I know that really likes them. Like
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen. I think I watched them all. That always happens with series of movies. I'll watch like all of them for the
Mm-hmm.
time, and then new ones will come out, and then I'll just kind of get left behind. Like I don't think I've seen past like 5 or 6, maybe. Because
Okay.
aren't there like 10 of them or something?
There are. How do they label now? The Saw X was the most recent one. Um, let's see. There was. I want to say there were 7 in the original run,
Hmm.
and then there was. I think. Then there was Jigsaw. Then there was Spiral, and then Saw
Hmm.
X. Yeah, which um, I don't like the. It's odd, but I don't like the gore as much. But the um I love the story behind it, I guess. Like why these
Hmm.
people are being taken, like the intricacies of Jigsaw trapping them all. And I fucking blow loads every time that music starts at the end and they do the reveals and explain how everything's connected.
Yeah, I was gonna
So
say I do.
good.
I do really like that part. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll watch all these movies just for those moments. They're so good.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Um, but I will say if you've so you haven't seen past 5 or whatever, that it gets a little weird towards not weird but like a little convoluted towards the end of 7, which is the main series. um
Hmm.
Jigsaw was really good. I really liked that one. That had Supergirl in it from Smallville.
Yeah.
That one was pretty good. And there's like Jigsaw is back somehow and they don't really explain it till the end. It's a pretty good plot twist. I really like that. And then
Okay.
Spiral wasn't bad. That's the one that for some reason Chris Rock wanted to make, and he got Samuel L. Jackson to be in it too.
So random.
And then Saw X is a prequel where Jigsaw is still alive because he dies in the 3rd movie. But Jigsaw's still alive, and it's more of him being in a more direct role where he had like there was a cure for cancer in like Mexico or something like that, and then it turned out these
Hmm.
people lied to him and then just like cut his head open a little and like took all his money. So then he went on like a tirade and like was killing all these people.
Gotcha.
But to bring it back to video games and trophies and achievements, the Saw video games on 360 PS3. First one's not bad. Second one's not
That's
that
what I've.
great.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I've heard.
hmm Yeah, I think the second one's Flesh and Blood. It's pretty meh, but the first one wasn't bad. But I
Hmm.
also enjoyed both of them, so whatever.
Yeah,
And then
I was gonna say I like mid games quite a bit a lot of
yeah,
the time.
I'm
So.
really like I love a really good polished game, like a really good like AAA game. But man,
Hmm.
I enjoy a double A game. Uh,
Same.
even like a almost janky kind of like I can handle a janky like movie tie-in game, which I guess the Saw games would be.
Yeah.
They're good for their time. That's the thing. When you go back to games like that, especially now, you have to understand like these were okay at the time, and they're gonna age like dog shit. But
Mhm.
um, okay. Speaking of dog shit, I booted up Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. Slowly chipping away at that. The story's interesting. I enjoy it. The gameplay's okay. There's a lot of just extra stuff in there that just doesn't need to be there. So,
Sounds about right.
but the story's pretty good. I just spoilers. I killed a Justice League member. Uh,
What?
yeah, I know, right?
No way.
Just spoilers, I guess. I mean,
I
you're
mean, it's literally
killing.
named that.
Yeah, I killed Flash. He's the first. I think he might be the first one you have to kill. Because Green Lantern's also on my map, and I could go to him, but I don't think I'm powerful enough.
Yeah.
But
Aren't they?
Flash, I killed. Yeah.
Aren't that? Isn't one of the reasons that game is so controversial, aside from just the live service model,
hmm
is the way that they do the superhero deaths? Like they're very like distasteful.
So I've only killed Flash. Um,
But
it
I
was just
figured you probably heard some stuff.
no. I haven't heard all of them. I've been kind of like in the dark, just because I like even for as bad as the gameplay might be, or as average as the gameplay might be, and
Hmm.
all the like live service stuff in the background. It's still a fun DC story, so I'm kind of keeping in the dark about it.
Yeah.
Um, I guess we'll do light spoilers. Wonder Woman's not corrupted by Brainiac, so
Hmm.
there's that. And then I think all the other ones are. Now,
Gotcha.
so part of the controversy I think at the time was one the microtransaction stuff, but also people were very upset that this was. And I don't know where they got this idea from. People thought that this was Kevin Conroy's last go as Batman,
Hmm.
which isn't the case. He's had like I think one or two, maybe three roles after the fact. Like his last performance as Batman is actually Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3, I think. The movie that
Okay.
just came out. So,
Hmm.
or a couple months ago. Oh, the other big controversy was that this is this is a continuation of the Arkham games, which
Yeah.
I think was a dumb idea, but at the same time it's like we're doing a lot of revisionist history about Arkham Knight over here. I
Wait.
guess
So they do actually bring up the other Arkham games, like some of the story
spare
beats,
um yeah,
without obviously
so
spoiling anything for anybody who hasn't played them.
yeah, so first of all, I feel like people forget how disappointed people were with Arkham Knight's ending and just that game.
Hmm.
But now that we got this new one, they're like, "Oh, that one was so great," which always
I
happens.
know. Hindsight's 2020, I guess.
Oh yeah. Which did you play Arkham Knight?
No, I wanted to. I literally own it for everything, but I never got around to it.
So there was some controversy with. We'll get back into Suicide Squad, but there was some controversy with that game where, um, leading up to it, they were adamant that the Arkham Knight was a brand new character. Um,
Hmm. I
spoilers,
heard about that.
spoilers. He's not a brand new character at all. And then
Yeah.
his story, from what I remember, doesn't get resolved at all.
Hmm.
Like you beat him, and then he reverts to who he really is, and then he kind of helps you in a moment, but that's about it. Very weird.
Yeah.
But um, to your question, yes, they do reference the Arkham games in a pretty cool way, actually, where
Okay.
there's like a museum in Metropolis, but you're like going through kind of like a cardboard cutout like tour. Like the best way I could kind of describe it is the if you've seen this movie, and I get it's an old one, guys. If you've seen Men in Black when they're in the training room and they're doing like the target practice, it's kind of like it kind of looks like that, like cartoony cardboard cutouts, and they
Okay.
just kind of recap the Arkham games.
Hmm.
Oh, and then also I guess they race swapped Deadshot. I guess I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know, but
Hmm.
um, no, yeah, fun. But I am enjoying the game. It's very Crackdown like in its gameplay, so it's fun.
Yeah, I feel that'd be right up my alley too. I liked all the Crackdown games.
If you like Crackdown, it's not as fast paced as Crackdown, but it's still pretty fun. You might enjoy it. If you can get it
Hmm.
for cheap, I would recommend it.
I probably will eventually.
And then actually the last thing that I've been playing, which is on my screen now, I'm at 91% on the map. Powerwash Simulator. I don't. Uh, did I? No, yeah. Last week I. Yeah, last week I think I posted the gameplay footage was Powerwash Simulator. Spoilers! It's if you haven't already seen it, it's Power Simulator again. I completed the game for last week, I believe. I think I mentioned that. But there's a new DLC out, and I don't know how they keep getting this IP because we're rocking some Shrek DLC, fellas and ladies. And let me tell you, the first level is Duloc, and it's a big level. I'm like 2 hours into it, and I'm at 91%. I'm almost done.
Yeesh.
Dude, Power Simulator is so good, especially now that it's all downhill, as I like to call it, because there's not really challenge left to it.
Hmm.
When you hopping on that Power
Coasting
Wash
now.
Simulator,
One of these years.
Ugh, it's a good one. I don't know if
I know.
I don't know if I'll redo it on PlayStation, even though they gave them away for free, just because I
Mhm.
know I'll want to do the DLCs again. And
Yeah.
the DLCs are not cheap. They're like seven to $8 a pop.
I mean, I installed it when you first brought it up. If that makes you feel any better.
It's a good game. Also,
I just don't
the
know
challenge
how to
levels
get
are
to it.
tough. Uh,
Hmm.
they're tough. If you didn't watch last week, definitely do the water conserving challenges for the vehicles. They're definitely the easiest.
Hmm.
Um, but that's all for achievements. And on to trophies, I don't think I've done. No, I haven't touched PlayStation at all. Just an update though. Apparently, the Harry Potter Quidditch Champions trophy issue is fixed if you're going between versions of the games. So I haven't gone back and tried it again to see if like everything kind of auto pops that should have popped already, but
Hmm.
um, it should be fixed according to their blog posts.
Okay.
So that's good news.
Yes.
Oh, but as for the trophies, 115. I mean, I didn't progress any, so it was still 115 platinums, 767 gold, 1015 silver, 2379 bronze. Also, why didn't you tell me that Alba doesn't have a platinum?
I thought you would have seen that when you looked at my list.
No, I just saw that the game was on there. I'll still play it, but
Oh.
I really hate that they don't have platinum. That
I know.
not
Still
every
a
game
good
has a
game though.
platinum. Like, I should be able to look at my platinums and be like, I've completed 115 games, not I've gotten 115. Every game should have a platinum.
I know, but in a perfect world,
Yeah. All right. Well, it's your
what are you
turn.
gonna do?
It's your turn. It's your turn. It's
I
your turn. Your turn.
let's see here. So I guess I'll start with Xbox because I don't have a ton to say about Xbox. I got a whopping one achievement since we last spoke
There you
in
go.
Hellblade, for beating one of the chapters, and still really enjoying it. It's picking up a little bit more. I actually decided to try. I don't know if you saw my post into the Discord, but like maybe a few days ago, a week ago, whatever it was. But they have a DTS. They have two different sound apps on Xbox, but they require a paid license. There's one for DTS surround sound and one for Dolby. My
Mm-hmm.
headphones apparently, I have a Logitech Pro X, headset, and I think it supports DTS. So I decided to download that app on the Xbox and test it out with Hellblade. I don't know if it's any better than like the default settings or not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't really want to pay like $15 or $20 for something that I don't even know if it's really any better. I'm just kind of testing it out, but I get a free I think 2 week trial. So I do want to try to get some more of that in before my trial runs out. One thing I also didn't notice when I was playing, the first time I played it, but with Hellblade 2, for some reason I thought it ran at 60 on the Series X, and then when I was playing it most recently, I was like, I don't know if this does run at 60 because it feels a little bit like lower because I've been playing the Dead Space remake and that runs at 60. So like having that direct comparison kind of made me realize it. I guess it's capped at 30. I think it's like 34K
Mm-hmm.
on the Series X, which was a little disappointing when I found out, but it is what it is. Um, I thought about playing it on PC, and then I'm like, nah, I gotta get usage out of my Series X. Um, so that's that for Xbox. On the PlayStation side of things, I did play a smidge of Astrobot. I think about an hour a few days ago. Just basically 100%ed a few levels. No new trophies on that, but my main thing that I've been working on is the Dead Space remake. I can't remember if I brought it up on the last podcast, but I started on medium, but then I realized that I was just kind of flying through it. It wasn't challenging me at all. And I didn't want to do 3 playthroughs because you have to do impossible and you have to do a new game plus playthrough. So if you do an impossible can only be, um, you basically can't new game plus 2 impossible. You can impossible 2 new game plus, but not the other way around. So I decided just to start over on impossible. And impossible, for any of those who aren't familiar with it, basically is hard mode in the game, but you can't. You only have one save slot. You can save as much as you want, but the caveat is if you die, it I think it drops your save down to hard mode or it deletes it, one of the two. But either way, you're not getting the trophy if that happens. So what I did is every about half an hour or so, I would just quit out, back up my save to the cloud.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually just finished that today. It wasn't really that difficult, honestly. I actually recommend just starting on that. Anyone interested in playing it, it's really not that hard. I did one gun at the same time, which might have made it easier because pretty much all of my ammo was specifically for the plasma cutter.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but
That plasma cutter's so good. Is it as disgusting
it's
in the remake?
it's even better in the remake because
Oh, it's so
there's
good.
upgrades that you get for it. There's like an upgrade that lights enemies on fire when you
Oh,
shoot them
really?
with it.
Okay.
There's an enemy that adds like weighted blades, so when you melee them, it
Mm-hmm.
knocks them over. Um, but yeah, it's even better in the remake.
Do they do they still have that BS one for the asteroid game?
Dude, so that's one of the things I was going to talk about. So they changed they're very how do I say it? So they kept basically all the stories intact from the original.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do like a Resident Evil 3 where they cut a bunch of stuff out, but they reworked a lot of the game to make it more enjoyable.
That's good.
They actually reworked all the zero G sections. You can completely control you can aim and fly wherever you want. They're way more fun. Um, and both shooting sections, so that the asteroid one and the one where you're fighting the Leviathan,
Mm-hmm.
they basically reworked that so you're in zero G, you can fly around, do whatever you got to do, but you basically just access the cannon panel and you aim at whatever you want to aim at, whether it's the asteroids, whether it's the boss, and then you press a button and it basically like fires a volley at them, and that's basically what you do. Like you're not like stuck in this little room and getting shot at. Like you can move around like you're in space, and it's just way more enjoyable. Um, what was I going to say? So I finished my Impossible playthrough. Like I said, it wasn't that bad. Um, Definitely recommend just starting from that difficulty if you're going to go for the platinum. Makes it because knowing you only have one playthrough after that is just that was weight off my mind.
Mm.
The only times there was only like 2 or 3 times where I would have died if I didn't just quit and exit during the dying animation. But like I said, it also kind of helped that I played the PS3 version last year, so all the insta kill sections, there's a few new ones, but are pretty fresh in my mind. So I kind of knew what to expect. But yeah, super fun, very enjoyable. Started New Game Plus, got about 4 chapters in. I'm just blazing through it at this point because all I have to do now is finish New Game Plus, find all the markers,
Hmm.
which are only on New Game Plus. It's like a new collectible, and get all the other weapon kills, which is super fun because I'm just playing on super easy and I'm just plowing through everything. And then I fully upgrade everything. So I'm hoping towards by the end of my playthrough, I'll have enough money slash nodes to do that. If not, there is a infinite money exploit where, to kind of sum it up, you basically the assault rifle has a secondary function that like drops like a mine or something, and basically kind of just involves picking up your ammo after dropping it and like selling it or something. It like duplicates it somehow, but
I
I didn't
vaguely
really.
remember that from the
Yeah,
original. Are the cheat codes still in
yeah,
the game?
no,
Damn it,
unfortunately, but I know.
dude!
But
That made the original Dead Space like a cakewalk.
oh, 100%, dude. I abused the hell out of the cheat codes on my impossible playthrough. That
Oh
it
yeah,
made it
for
like easy mode.
what was it? Stasis and what was
You
the
could
other one?
refill your stasis, and it gives you.
Oh,
I think you
health too. I
also.
think.
Maybe, yeah, I can't remember, but
And
yeah,
you,
definitely
I
stasis.
think you could get like I want to say you could get like 5 or 6 extra nodes like right off the bat.
Yeah, I think there's one for like 5, one for like 5, one for like 10 or something.
Dude, it was so easy.
Mm-hmm. Um, but yeah, I'm just plowing through it now. Like I'm probably gonna be able to get through, and it took me first playthrough was like 16 hours. This
Hmm.
playthrough's probably gonna be like I don't know 6 or 7.
Is
I
there a
would imagine.
PS4 version or no?
No,
Okay,
no,
so it's just one
PS5
trophy.
exclusive.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, I would do it on PS4 if there was another one because it's
I
that
would
good. But
so I think I bought it on sale like maybe a few months ago, maybe like for $10 on Xbox. But then they gave it away on PlayStation, so I'm like, I'm eventually gonna double dip for sure.
I might actually double dip on the Xbox side eventually. Maybe play it on like PC or something on Game Pass because
Let's see.
I actually found
Oh,
it
is
really
it on Game
enjoyable.
Pass?
I think it's on Game Pass. I'm pretty sure all the Dead Spaces, even the older ones, are on Game Pass. I was actually just looking at that.
I think
Let me confirm.
I
Live
own
check, live
two.
check.
I own the first one. I own two. Two had DLC that I bought as well. Three, I think
Yep,
they gave away at some point, maybe like games with gold.
I think so. Yeah,
They might have done that for two also, but
but
yeah,
yeah, the remake and the original three are on Game Pass. Just to confirm
very nice.
yeah,
Gary,
yep.
we might have to co-op that at some point.
I mean, I'm down.
Even though I heard three's not that good.
It's fun in co-op though. It's like
Well,
it's
every
kind of
game
like
is.
RE5 and RE. I know it's kind of like RE5 and RE6. It makes them like fun games when you play them in
Hmm.
co-op. Um, but what was I gonna say? But oh yeah, I almost forgot to say. So beating it on Impossible 2, it also unlocked um it unlocked a new suit, which, as far as I know, doesn't do anything other than aesthetics. Like it just changes like the way your suit looks. It makes it kind of like silvery with like a red visor light, which looks kind of cool.
That's
But
pretty cool.
the suit you unlock in New Game Plus looks way cooler, and it gives you more armor in there and more um, node slots, upgrade slots. It
I
it
think
looks like the armor
I
that
remember
the
the
guys.
original game having one. Yeah.
Yeah, it basically looks like the armor that the guys on that ship. I'm not gonna spoil why they're there, but the guys on the other ship, you know what I'm talking about? They get into contact with you that you have to go onto their ship.
I
Those
vague.
guys.
Is that? Do you do that during like you do like a spacewalk
It's
mission?
it's kind of towards the end of the game, like 2/3 the way in. I didn't
Okay.
want to I didn't want to go in too deep because there might be people listening that haven't played it yet, and
But are you
The
trying to
remake's
keep
newer.
all these thoughts in my
What?
head?
Maybe. But you also get a
Deep,
thing.
and I'm
You al-
trying
you also
to
get the
keep.
finger. You also get the finger gun weapon as well
Oh, okay.
that they had in, I think it was 2 and maybe 3, where you he literally wears one of those like foam fingers
Mm.
that you get at like a sports game, and he yells bang every time he shoots it. And I think it's either a one shot kill. I haven't used it yet because I'm trying to get the other weapon kill trophies, but um, it's either one shot kill or it's super powerful. But I plan on just flying through the game with that after I get the weapon kills, because then I can just sell all the ammo that I find and get even more money to buy nodes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it even had like I was saying before, it reworks certain sections just to make them more interesting. Like there's sections I'm like, I don't remember this, and I was like, oh yeah, because it's been reworked. They basically like extended it to make it more interesting. Um, they fleshed out the story more, and they even added there's 3 side quests that kind of span most of the game. You get them kind of earlier on, and they kind of take place over multiple chapters, and they give you usually pretty good rewards. So obviously there's trophies tied to them too. So yeah,
That's
it's
what's important.
I know, right? But it's really good. Highly recommend it. Honestly, it's um a runner up for, I know it didn't come out this year, but it's a runner up for my game of the year. Astrobot currently has that, but Dead Space is like on its tail.
Didn't no? Didn't Dead no Dead Space came out this year? Didn't it?
No, it came out last year.
Has it been out for?
January.
Has it
It's
been
been
out
out for
almost 2 years?
it's been out it's ridiculous. I was thinking that. I was talking to Colin the other day about that too. I haven't played the RE4 remake, and that's been out for almost as long, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
I thought it came out in what
Isn't that crazy? Yeah,
January?
January. Yeah, January of last year.
Because I thought Callisto Protocol was only a year old. I picked that one
No,
up
I
too at
think
some
that.
point physically. I forget
Yeah,
when, but that one's supposed
but
to be okay.
easily the definitive version in my opinion. First one still holds up. It's still great, but
Oh yeah, I
if you
played it a
have,
couple years ago, maybe.
yeah,
Still
it still
great.
holds up. I platinumed it last year, and it's still so good. I still want to go through and attempt to platinum 2 and 3, even though 2 is rough.
Mm-hmm.
Having like what 3 saves, and you have to play through on the hardest difficulty, and it's basically
Yep.
um you lose your save right ever when you die or something. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely recommend that one. That's pretty much it. Like I said, I pretty much put all my time into that this week. So yeah.
Oh, blue sky. Okay.
Hmm?
Um. Cool. Cool.
Yes.
So, let us. With all that being done, I guess. What next? What next? Um. No, We'll leave those out of it. We can bring these. I was gonna bring up either our fantasy league or the Survivor. If you want to give an update on Survivor, you can.
Sure. You want to do that now, or do you want to do your thing first?
We'll do a quick Survivor update, and then we'll do a quick. I'll pull up the stuff for fantasy league.
Okay. Do you want me just to kind of give a quick play-by-play as to what's happened from my perspective,
Yeah,
or?
you. I mean, you give recap. I'm out as of right now, unless they decide to
Yeah,
pull me
yeah.
back in.
So I can't remember what the last update I gave was, but did we talk about it being split into 2 teams?
Mm, we might not have. That might have been a little bit ago, but I don't think we brought it up in a bit.
Okay. So originally it started with 3 teams. As people got voted out, they basically shuffled everybody around and put us into 2 mostly even teams. They're also named after game developers. One's Druckmann, named after Ted Druckmann,
Neil
Kevin
Druckmann.
Druckmann. Neil, I, I lost the name on that one, and I was thinking of the other one. So the
Furman.
other one's named Levine,
Oh, that's Ken
which is
Levine.
named after Kevin Levine.
Ken
Um,
Levine. God, learn your industry, man.
what
His name's Ken Levine.
is it? Ken? God, I'm
hmm
terrible.
He's
Um,
the guy behind Bioshocks.
I know. I should know that.
You should.
uh, you sure it's not? Yeah, I guess it is Ken. Um, but anyways, so we've gone through a few more challenges since then. There were a few unexpected moves that happened. Pat the Trophy Hunter. So a couple weeks ago, we basically were trying to figure out who to vote out, and one of the guys in our group was on vacation for about a week, and which is essentially, why we couldn't finish the challenge. Um, so we had originally started. We really originally wanted to vote for somebody else who was more of a threat, but me and one or two other guys were kind of talking about it and thinking that it might look a little too suspicious to vote somebody out.
Don't be
So,
suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
anyways, so we voted for the person that was on vacation. Completely backfired because we didn't know he had an idol, and the one vote went to Pat the Trophy Hunter, who got voted out. Very sad loss.
Poor guy.
Um, I know he was probably the most into it out of anybody in the entire game because he's a hardcore Survivor fan. But he's still kind of hanging out in Ponderosa chat, and you know. But after that happened, we did end up after the next challenge, we did end up voting out the next person that we thought was a threat. Um, we'll see how that goes. But now the new challenge that they just announced today
I like the new challenge.
is I do and I don't. So it's a point system. There's no handicaps for our team, even though we have one less person. Each game is worth a point for platinum, and it has to be rarer than 55% on PSN profiles, as per the usual. Um, but it must have a platinum. 100% don't count. And
Ooh.
franchises have a multiplier. So, say you do, let's see. So, say you do like a Resident Evil game, and then you decide to do another Resident Evil game. Um, That's actually a bad example because Resident Evil games actually have a special category. So let's say you do a Dead Space game, and then you decide to do another Dead Space game in your group. So the second Dead Space game is actually worth, instead of earning 2 points for those two games, you earn three. And then
Mhm.
if you complete three in the same franchise, you earn a total of five. If you manage to complete four in the same franchise, you earn 10. So it kind of just stacks and stacks and stacks. So the caveat is we get to pick one franchise that the other team um, is off limits to the other team that they can't work on.
Is it
So
that it's off limits, or like I didn't really read it too close? Is it that you're picking a game series that they can't do, or you're picking a game series that you're doing and they can't do it?
no, so you can do pretty much anything, but the one that you're picking, they specifically can't do.
Okay.
Yeah, they can't earn any points from. So, and then he also put a special rule in there since Colin's a big Resident Evil fan and it's Spooktober right now that any Resident Evil games are worth 4 points. Anything in the
Ooh.
in the main 0 to 8 category, which unfortunately that's probably not really gonna work out for me. I'm gonna play 1 and 2, but I don't think I'm gonna platinum them quick enough for this challenge. So, especially since I'm working on Dead Space, I decided I'm probably just gonna finish Dead Space before I start Resident Evil 1, since I'm like going through it a lot quicker than I thought I would. But yeah, it's interesting. I kind of was hoping when I first started reading it, when he mentioned that it was going to be based off points, I thought he was going to make um, more of like a hybrid of what some of the races were in the past, the trophy races, where you would get scored on of you would get like your platinum that you got would be based on a score depending on how rare it was. Like you would get 0 to 5%
Yeah.
would be like 5 points, so on and so forth. I was kind of hoping it was gonna be something like that because I'm pretty close on Dead Space, and it's like a 15 or 17%, which probably would have gotten us a few points, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I do kind of like the franchise thing, but I also don't. I can't think of any franchises that I really want to start or focus on.
Just do Gears of War.
Oh yeah, that that well-known PlayStation franchise.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that pretty much covers the latest in Survivor.
All right. As far as the fantasy game critic league, which if you're not playing, it's actually pretty fun. I wouldn't recommend starting it now. Probably wait till the next year to start. If you haven't been aware, it basically takes the open critic scores and you do like a fantasy draft. It's basically fantasy football for game releases. And it's pretty fun. I think we've got I don't even know. Let me see. There is one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So $70 up for the winner, and then the last place has to. I created a um a profile picture that you have to put as your Discord picture until you complete one of 3 games. So that's the punishment for one is that you have to first give over $10 PlayStation credit, and then the winner gets all of it. Last place has to change their picture to this gross looking image, and then they offer up. It's let's say I were to come in last, which there's a chance I might, unfortunately. Um, I would offer up 3 games, and then
Are you li-
everyone was that.
are you that far behind, really?
I'm not that far behind. Like there's a chance I could squeak out 6th place, but that's
Okay.
about it.
Dang.
Um, so I would offer up 3 games. Everyone would vote on which game I have to complete, and I have to keep my profile picture as the gross image until I complete that game. So
Hmm.
I've I'm I figured if we're gonna make a challenge, or a penalty, it might as well be something that's gonna benefit
Hmm.
us.
Yeah.
And then
I'm in.
in my own personal league, which is me, my friend James, my friend Dan, and Amanda, my wife. Amanda's dead last. There's no getting around it. Uh,
Hmm.
Dan has completely given up, basically, but he's in 3rd place. And then James is ahead of me just barely. And I've worked out a deal. I don't. So this actually factors into our league too. I don't know how exactly it works, but I'm going to test it out. You can trade games that have already been released,
Hmm.
but I don't know if you can transfer the points. So I'm going to wait and see how that works,
Okay.
because that would be a game changer.
Hmm.
There'd be some shenanigans surely, but that would be that would be something.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm in third. That's actually not too bad.
was that?
I thought I was. I thought I was. I said I'm in third right now in our league out of 7. That's actually not too terrible.
Yeah, and then the one guy I think it's Max. He just auto drafted, and the way it works is it gives you like the whatever's the available most like highest anticipated game. So he
Yeah.
got lucky, but he might. I think he
Hmm.
might come in last. Well, actually, there's a very good chance because if you look up at the top, there's all the projected points. Those projected points, it fills in um like 7 points for each empty space in the understanding that you're gonna fill it. So
Hmm.
I'm technically, I guess, right now not in last place.
Yeah.
Once it all, and if you don't pick a counter pick, you get negative 15 points. So
Damn.
let me take a look again.
I gotta pick one more counter pick.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely do that. Uh,
Yeah.
I got screwed. I picked a lot of Mike Mario stuff. Oh yeah, like well, Max is still ahead of me, barely. I think. What am I at? I am at 65. I got a couple games releasing. Does he? He's got no. He's basically done at this point. He's got Hollow Knight Silk Song. That's the only thing he's got left. That's not coming out. There's no way. Well, maybe. I think that'll get pushed next year. But yeah, then
I think.
he's got half his roster that just isn't filled in. So
Hmm.
oh, and it auto picked Destiny 2 Final Shape. He lost 22 points on that bad boy.
Hmm.
Oof. Um
Thank you for reminding me to counter pick Hollow Knight Silk Song.
yeah, I mean you might as well, like, unless someone, I
I
don't think
really, I, I really doubt that that's gonna come out.
Yeah, but if
And I'm
that,
pretty sure I'm
I
like
don't
the
think
only
you can't drop counter picks though. So if that comes out,
oof, yeah. But I really don't. I mean, we have what 2.5 months. I don't see that happening.
no, yeah, at this point, I'd be surprised. Like,
And if it
I would
does, then oh well. I
say,
guess I still won't get in last though. I don't think.
no, yeah, you're pretty secure. I'm really hoping Sparking Zero. Well, actually, what did that just dropped? Let me see.
That looks good.
It does.
I wanna play that. That looks good.
I can't get it. I can't buy it right now. Oh, it got me
Did
12
you?
points. Awesome.
Are you full? Oh
What
yeah,
do you
you're
mean?
all full up.
Yeah, dude, I kind of, when we started picking these, I had like a whole set. Like, I'm gonna choose these, and these because these are some Xbox games. This is more of a PlayStation uh server, and like my
Mm-hmm.
first couple got picked right away, and I like panicked immediately. I'm like, oh, South Park Snow Day,
Dude, freaking Slugger, man.
dude. He's running away with it.
With his Astrobot, that's carrying him.
It's crazy because like I didn't even have enough time to like. There was a point where I just completely forgot about it. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
even have time between the time Astrobot got announced and basically it released to even try to pick it up. Slugger got it
Yeah,
like immediately. I was not paying attention.
yeah. That Unicorn Overlord, and Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom are carrying him.
Mm-hmm. Dude, he's crushing it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And I got fucked over on my Alone in the Dark.
yeah, you did. But let's jump into some news stories. It was brought to my attention that we might have gone a little long with the news stories last time by an individual.
Oh,
So we're comeback news stories. Um, and we are going to do. I have two viewer questions. Actually, let me pull up the information for the second one. But yeah, we're gonna do a bunch of. It's honestly a bunch of Xbox news, really, with a couple PlayStation newses. But the Xbox news all kind of lumps into one or two stories. So let me
mm-hmm.
see. Rainbow. I think this is the one he asked for. Gary, if you want to look up Rainbow Six Siege achievements and/or trophies, because I think they're all the same.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy Krish. We'll go over that in a second. But yeah, if you just want to pull those up. But let's
Yep.
begin with what I would say is the most important news story, which is where to go. My prayers have been answered, according to Tom West, right? Yeah, on TrueAchievements.com. Xbox games will soon be purchasable in Xbox app on Android in the United States. This is everything I could have asked for. Apparently, it actually came down to like a like monopoly's not the right word, but Microsoft announced that changes to Google's U.S. mobile store means fans will be able to purchase and play games directly through the Android app. That is exciting because that's one step closer to just being able to play your games natively. So
Mm-hmm.
apparently, it was a whole issue where Google didn't want competitors to the Play Store, and a U.S. ruling basically changed that. And the Game Pass integration already happened on the Xbox app, so I believe the Game Pass app is dead at this point. But you can access everything through the Xbox app. And
Mm-hmm.
soon, we will be able to purchase games, which is fantastic, and
Yep. Yep.
possibly play any games that you buy through the cloud. Which I don't know why I didn't think that was the issue, was the Play Store holding it up as far as not being able to play games in like a complete competing platform, but that is huge news if it all comes together. That would be
Yes, sir.
so good. Then you can just buy whatever games you want and then just stream them to your phone. I mean, the streaming works for the most part, but
Yeah.
now we just need a handheld with native play. We'll be golden.
Mm-hmm.
But that's super exciting. I'm yeah, I'm just excited to play that because I like playing Game Pass games on there, but I would also really like to be able to work on other games that I own on the road. So,
On the road
ex-
again.
excellent, excellent, excellent. Any thoughts, Gary? What are you buying first?
Um, Nothing right now. There's nothing that I really want at the moment.
Yeah, but once it goes
But yeah,
live,
once it goes live, I'm still probably gonna buy it. I've on the most recent sale, like what, a month ago,
hmm.
I kind of bought the rest of the stuff, or most of the rest of the stuff that I didn't already own on PC that I wanted, like Gears 5, Gears 4, that kind
Mm.
of stuff. So, because yeah, it's on
Ooh,
Game Pass, but it's stuff that I wanted to own on
I
PC.
already, I already have an idea of what I'll do, and it's topical because it's the spooky season. Have you ever played a little gem called Costume Quest?
I love that game. So good,
Love Costume Quest. They have
so
a
good.
360 version that's also 1,000 gamer score. It's a little
What?
pricey. Yeah,
That
yeah,
was a gamer score.
yeah. It was so
Are you
it was.
sure?
I'll look it up
I
right now.
I'm pretty sure that one's like one of the Xbox XBLA ones, like 250.
Costume Quest 2 achievements
I
2.
I was talking about the first one.
Oh, the first one, yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the second one. I was like, what?
No, so there's yeah. So let's see. Second one, Costume Quest.
Yeah, I think you might. I think you're right. I think the second one. I have the second one on PlayStation though. I think there's a platinum for it.
So there
I think.
is.
Could
Let
be
me
wrong.
pull. Yeah, so Costume Quest 2 is not a 360 arcade game. It is a 360 game. Dude,
Hmm.
true achievements. What is going? No, there's two. I don't like how they do the series on these because they're always missing some.
Yeah, I just don't like True Achievements as much as like some of their websites like PSN profiles.
True achievements works really well, but in other areas it does not. Also, it's riddled with ads, which I get, but
Yeah, Costume Quest 2 has 1,000 gamer score. You're right.
yep. So I'll probably pick that up. I love Costume Quests, and I didn't
I
realize
think.
I played the second one. I think it was the first one I played actually, because I think they gave it away at some point,
Yeah,
and
I
then
think I already own the second one on PlayStation.
I went back played the first one, super good, and then
Yep.
the second one I saw that there was a stack, so I'm like, at some point I'll pick it up if it never goes on sale though. It's insane.
Hmm.
So I might just bite the bullet and let that just be my first Xbox app purchase.
Dude, there's no platinum on the second one, but I'm so tempted just to do them over again, the both of them on PlayStation and 3 and 4.
Oh, that's so good.
I know.
So good, so good. Okay, so that's that news story done and dusted. The next news story, just another quickie since it's spooky season. From Sean Carey at True Achievements. Alien Isolation sequel officially in development. It's been a whole decade. I know a lot of people have been talking up Alien Isolation recently. Not just in our Discord, like I've heard it on a couple different podcasts too. People are, I guess, figuring out that this game's actually good.
Hmm.
And it's in my
It's true. It
backlog.
is.
I'm gonna get to it. But they
Yeah,
made
no,
an
I gotta play the first one. I've wanted it forever.
they made an official announcement on their X account, so Twitter. And
Hmm.
Al Hope, the creative director, confirmed the news of a sequel, which is awesome. Something to
Sweet.
look forward to.
Mhm. Just something else that's coming out that I haven't finished the first version, the prequel or anything of.
We'll force each other to do it. I assure you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, just another quickie. Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake reportedly not too far off. This is by Tom West again on True Achievements. Black Flag remake. I don't know if I'm excited for this. Black Flag was a pretty massive game at the time. I enjoyed it for what it was,
Hmm.
but I'll be honest. I'm kind of more excited for the Assassin's Creed. They're doing like a multiplayer game. I'm probably more excited for that.
Dude, did you hear that they're apparently releasing like 10 Assassin's
Yeah,
Creed
like
games in
10
the
games,
next
like
like few years? I'm like,
insane,
what?
insane.
Yeah, I'm like, why?
Which, well, so one of them I think is a VR game. One of them I
One's a
think
mobile
is
game.
one's a mobile game. Yeah. So
Hmm.
that's 8 left. One of them is apparently this remake. One is Shadows.
Hmm.
There's the multiplayer game, so that brings us up to 5. There's it's too many, but at the
It's way
same
too many.
time, it's like the thing that consistently makes Ubisoft money, and they need it. So
I feel like Ubisoft is in desperation mode right now.
I could, you know what? I could honestly see a couple of the games being more of the Chronicle games.
Yeah.
I could see that. The Chronicle games are
I
pretty
mean,
good.
I just wish I don't even know at this point if they're gonna release any more of them, but Far Cry is my jam. Like I like Assassin's Creed, but I also like Far Cry. Those are
Hmm.
like the two franchises that are like my guilty pleasures from Ubisoft. And they haven't even announced 6 came out years ago.
Did you play
And they've
Primal?
yeah, I liked it.
I have it on my Xbox, like ready to go.
Hmm.
How do the weapons work in that game? Is like my main thing that I want to know.
So everything is caveman status.
Exactly.
So you have basically like
Do you just get
very primitive.
stronger? Do you just get stronger caveman versions?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Like you've got melee weapons, obviously like spears and stuff.
Yeah.
You've got different types of bows.
Hmm.
You have like slingshots that like slingshot rocks and stuff. It's actually pretty fun. Like it's an interesting take
Hmm.
on the series, and I really like the animal taming system because there's a bunch of different animals you can tame and like
Like a
help you
saber-toothed
fight.
tiger.
Yeah, it's really cool. I thought it was like a kind of a fresh take on the formula. Um, but yeah, they 6 came out years ago, and they haven't.
Hmm.
At least I haven't heard anything about them releasing anything else. I
Was
feel
that
like
the one?
almost like this one, Far Cry's dead.
Was that the one with Giancarlo Esposito?
Yeah,
I love how he pronounces his name.
he's actually like he's actually become a pretty like solid act. Like I feel like he kind of made a name for himself in Breaking Bad, and then he just kind of branched out all this different stuff. He pretty much plays the same character in all of them, but he's I think he's a pretty good actor.
I'm trying to think. What else was he in? Oh well, he was in.
Um, he was in one of the newer Star Wars as Darth. Was it
Downstairs.
Darth? I don't know if it was Darth, but he was one of the Sith Lords. In Mandalorian, I think it was. Um, he was obviously in Far Cry. He was in.
He was
There was something else I
so he was a Grand Moff in
yeah, Grand Moff. That's what it was.
yeah. He was in
Um,
wasn't he in? Oh no, he's gonna be in Captain America 4. That's right.
yeah.
I feel like, and I think he's had a few voice roles, but yeah, he's awesome.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah,
so
he is.
um,
That.
I'm trying to think what the last Far Cry I played was. I think it was Far
Sorry.
Cry. The most recent one I played was I think Far Cry 4, but I did that before. I think I did one of the Blood Dragons. I think they did a
Blood
remaster
Dragon's
of it.
so good.
Blood Dragon is really good.
I'm
But yeah,
so
Far.
sad that the remastered they didn't add Plat 2.
I think I did the remaster recently.
Yeah.
But yeah, Far Cry 4. I started it. I think that was another game. Maybe my buddy Adam gave me. Oh no, you know what it was? I bought I bought one of the seasons of DLC for maybe it was Unity, and then the game went to shit, I guess. So they gave whoever bought it, they canceled the season pass, and then they were like, "Hey, you can pick one of 3 games, and we're just gonna give it to you as like a sorry."
Mm-hmm.
So I got Far Cry 4 for free,
Nice.
and let me tell you, did not enjoy that game all that much.
I did. To me, it just felt like a
I did say Far Cry
slightly
4,
more
right?
refined. Yeah.
I I couldn't get
To,
through it until I what did I do? I got a bow and arrow, and then I just in my mind pretended I was the Green Arrow stuck on the island, and I was just bow and arrowing everybody, and I was like, "Oh, this is great." And I just tackled people, and I was like, "You failed this city," and then I shot him with an arrow. I like the arrow
yeah, I
TV
enjoyed
show.
it, but I just uh, Ubisoft games to me are just like my guilty pleasure games. Like I know they're arguably not great,
There
but
was a
I
year
just
where I think I only played Ubisoft games. There were so many in my backlog. Like
yeah,
between Assassin's Creed's, Far Cry, The Divisions, which I need to finish.
the divisions, yeah,
Um, I think Rayman I played a little bit of one year. Like it was insane.
yeah. Both Rayman games that have come out, like the most recent ones, are solid.
I got Immortals Phoenix Rising Gold Edition at GameStop one day for like
I keep
$6.
forgetting about that. I bought the I bought the complete edition on like
Six,
PlayStation 4, and I still haven't
dude,
played it.
$6 for.
That's such a good deal.
I saw that and I'm like, I don't know if this game's good, but for $6, it's worth it. And it's a good game. I enjoy it.
Mhm.
I have to get back to it though.
Mhm.
But anyway, uh, yeah, a lot of Assassin's Creed on the way. Some good, some bad. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Makes me wanna just drop the original and just wait for the remake.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
Have you not
I haven't
finished four?
I started it back on Xbox back when the Xbox One came out, but then on this profile, I started it like a month or two ago. I started like grinding out the multiplayer, but I haven't unlocked any trophies yet, so I'm kind of
Mm-hmm.
like tempted just to wait because
Multiplayer takes a while. I love the multiplayer. I
they
loved
probably
it
won't
so
even
much.
have the multiplayer trophies in the new one. They probably won't have multiplayer at all. So
No, I think they'll probably get rid of it because I think with them wanting to make the multiplayer game and the other Assassin's Creed, I think that'll be what it is. But dude, I loved the multiplayer in the Assassin's Creed games. I thought it was great.
yeah, I thought they were good.
It's
So
sort of like Among Us.
I liked them. I just didn't like going for the trophies. They were a pain, or the
Oh
achievements or
no,
whatever. They were
they're
a pain in the
grindy.
ass.
They're very grindy.
Yeah.
And also it was very like when you hit a certain level, you unlock like poison darts and then you're like god tier in that game. Um but let's move on to our final, let's call it a grouping of news stories. Actually, let's see what we're at time wise. Not bad, not bad. We're definitely not going 2 hours. Okay. So I'm gonna just rattle these off, uh, Gary, and then we'll just discuss them as a whole.
Mhm.
So, and because yeah, you don't know about some of this, so to mix it up, I went to IGN, uh, and this is by Kat Bailey. Future Halo games moving forward. Hold on. Future Halo games moving to Unreal Engine 5 as 343 Industries rebrands multiple projects in development. 343 Industries will now be known as Halo Studios in a fresh beginning for Xbox's flagship franchise. And basically, there's a bunch of Halo games in development. They're going to Unreal Engine 5. Before they were developing their own engine, which was used in, I want to say, uh, definitely Halo Infinite and maybe Halo 5, maybe. But now they're
Mhm.
going to Unreal Engine. Almost said Unreal Tournament. They're definitely not going to that. Um, they got a bunch of games in development, and there was a teaser for what it would look like in Unreal Engine, and it looks real good. Looks really good.
Yeah.
And all right, so there's that. Just a side note, I did see there was a report. I want to say it was by like I posted in the Discord. I think it was from like the Gaming Bible website, which is garbage. They were claiming that there were job postings for a company owned by Sony for development on Halo property. So everyone was responding, not in the Discord, but like on Reddit, like, "Oh my God, they're gonna they're confirming that it's going multiplat." What they're actually doing is there's a audio software called, I think it's called WWise,
Mhm.
and it's a Sony owned software, but it's been used on plenty of Xbox exclusives, including like Crackdown 3, Halo 4, maybe even a couple other Crackdowns, Halo Infinite, like a bunch of Xbox exclusive. It's literally just like a software program. Doesn't mean they're
Huh.
going multi-platform yet, but
Okay.
I mean, they could at some point. But I'm just like, I was able to research this and figure out that this is essentially nothing. But this
Mhm.
guy's or this computer's getting paid to write these articles. Insane.
Yep.
Okay. In November, also, or this is on True Achievements by Sean Carey. Halo Infinite is getting a third-person mode in November. 343 Industries, which they're a little cheeky. They say, "Sorry, Halo Studios has announced that Halo Infinite is getting a third-person mode free update next month." I'm trying to see if this is. Halo Infinite will add a new third-person firefight mode in an update next month. Supported at mode level. This means players will not be able to manually. Okay, I was kind of thinking this would be like you can just play whatever in third person, but it looks like it's just mode specific.
Mhm.
Still cool. Still cool. I think it'd be pretty cool if you could play Halo in third person.
I thought so too.
And I mean,
There's probably mods
you will for some game modes, and I honestly, I mean, there were moments in the older games where you would be third person, like when you'd pick up a turret.
or a flag.
Yeah, yep. So it's cool. They're adding that game mode. Let's see what else. What else? What else? No. Halo. Okay, one last news story. For its 20th anniversary, this is coming from Games Radar. Is it Games Radar? Yeah, just Games Radar. From Saren. For its 20th anniversary, Halo 2's infamous E3 2003 demo that never made it into the final game is coming to the Master Chief Collection. 343 Industries and Digsite team are excavating Earth City on November 9th. Do you remember this footage?
Uh,
It
for
was
which
like
game?
it was a Halo 2 E3 demo where you were basically, I think you were in a Pelican with a minigun mowing down Covenant on a highway.
Yeah, I do remember that.
So, um, I will, I'll post that video here in um, the video podcast. I very clearly remember this video. But I remember it more. I think it was like you were hijacking a ghost or another vehicle on
Hmm.
the highway. Either way, pretty cool that they're doing that. That's pretty exciting.
That is cool.
That honestly throws me back to like G4 TV days. I loved G4
Me
so
too.
much, and I wish it could come back, but there's no shot. They tried it. They gave it the college try,
Hmm.
but they're just the way that the internet landscape is now. There's no space for that anymore,
Yeah,
which sucks because I loved G4. I
me
especially
too. I
I
ate that shit
especially
up as a
loved
kid.
what was your favorite show? I mean,
Um,
there's two big ones.
trying to
Was it
remember the names of everything.
was it Cops or Campus PD that was your favorite?
Cops or Campus PD.
There was a period where they just showed Cops like over and over, and then they um transitioned to Campus PD, which was Cops but for college kids.
What the heck? Um, no, my favorite was
The big ones were Attack of the Show and X Play.
yeah, X-Play was probably my favorite just
Mm-hmm.
because Adam Sessler was the GOAT.
Yeah.
Um, when I was a kid, I thought I don't know, I wasn't crazy about Morgan Webb. I was actually more into who they brought on after, like like a year or two into the show. I
Did
think that was
they?
actually on Attack.
I don't think they brought on anyone new. I think
Maybe I'm thinking of Attack of the Show.
well they brought on no they brought on other people
Hmm.
to X Play, but I don't think they ever replaced like Adam and Morgan. I think they were just like extra roles. But
Yeah,
yet, Attack of the Show had. Uh, I'm trying to
I can't think of his
remember.
name either.
Well, I know who came on, but I can't remember. I can't remember who was on before that with Kevin Pryor. But they brought on Olivia Munn,
Yeah,
and then they brought on Sarah Underwood, and then they brought on. Uh, her name was. I think her name was. I'll look it up. Hang on. I can't. They brought on another girl. I want to say Kat Bailey, but I don't think that was it.
Candace Bailey.
Candace Bailey, that was it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the cast right now.
She was the last one, I think, with Kevin.
Hmm.
And then I it wouldn't. I mean, I feel like it could be a thing now, and I've toyed around with the idea of maybe doing something like that for like my channel, or if we establish platinum achievements as its own thing. But I would love to like bring back like a Cinematech. Do you remember watching that at all?
That sounds familiar. What kind of
Dude,
show is it?
going to. I didn't have it at my mom's house. I fucking loved going to my dad's house, who he lived with my grandparents, and I think they had like Direct TV or something, so I could watch G4. I Loved that. I would sit in the basement and just watch G4 constantly and
Wait,
play
Attack of the
games.
Show came out in 2005?
It was an older show, yeah.
No, I thought it came out before that.
No, it
That means
was
I
it
was
was
17 when
something.
that came out. I thought I was younger.
It transition. It like evolved from something into Attack of the Show.
Okay. Yeah, because I was like, I thought that. I swear, I remember watching G4 when I was younger than that. I think. Yeah, there we go.
It was a G4, yeah.
X Play was as early as 1998. I think that's what it
Hmm.
was. That makes more sense. I think I watched like the real old stuff.
Do you remember
Like,
when they would do like machinima within XPlay?
yeah,
Me and my
yeah.
me and my buddy, and I'm hoping you remember this one. We loved Splinter Cell Co-op Theater. Did you ever
Yeah, yeah. With the
with
yeah, I do. Yeah,
Special Agent Bob and Secret Agent Steve, two
yeah.
of the finest official and unofficial Splinter Cells. What was his
Yeah.
name? There was one we loved watching where he was pretending to be like a Norse god. Oh, he was Thorax the Impaler. You know
I
the
remember when
you
people
know
were
the
making
Thorax is a
machinimas when I was a kid. I was like, man, I thought about doing that with my friends because it's like such a simple
we
thing
all
to
did,
do.
yeah.
You're just kind of yeah, you're just running around in a game and just throwing some voiceovers over it. You know what I mean?
You know Thorax is a part of a spider or part of an insect, right? And he's like, no, I spell it THOR-AXE. It's totally different, dude. And they're still on YouTube. I love watching them. And we'll get off of this in a second, but there was the one where he kidnaps he grabs the guy by the neck and he's like, oh, you're a wonderful dance partner. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, nothing. He's like, can we just scan these guys' eyes? And he's like, okay. And he puts him in the thing. He's like, your hair smells like ginger. Dude, I would watch them I would watch them so often on my iPod video on my way to school.
Yeah, I remember iPod
It was
Video.
amazing. What a
So good.
time. Oh, but no, so yeah, well, first of all, I loved watching Ninja Warrior. I loved when they brought that on, like where they
Hmm.
actually took the original Mount Midoriyama Ninja Warrior from Japan.
Yeah.
What was I still remember some of the names. Like I think the firefighter's name was Bunpei Shiratori. I heard his name so many times. Um, that's the only one I really remember. But there were so many like great athletes on that show, or not athletes because they were like actual like the one guy who won constantly was like just a fisherman, but he
Hmm.
would just train on his boat. But yeah, Cinematech was basically they would show all the trailers for like the upcoming games in like an hour-long block, and it was just I would love to just do something like that. I don't know how exactly it would work, but dude, it was so simple but so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, G4 was a magical time. I'm sad it's gone, but the videos are still out there.
Yep. I know. That was my childhood.
And then he doesn't do it anymore. I think he stopped doing it when they brought X or G4 back. But Kevin Pereira had a called the Pointless Podcast. It was really good. It was like a nerdy stoner version of like the Joe Rogan show. And
Okay.
he even had an episode where he had um Candace Bailey and Sarah Underwood on at the same time. It was pretty cool. Definitely recommend those if they're still up. I don't know if he still has them up. But those are our news stories. I think. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to remember how we tangented to G4, and it was because of the Halo story. But yeah, all that cool Halo news. Um, I don't know how I feel necessarily about the Halo rebrand to Halo Studios. I kind of like
Yeah.
343 Industries.
Yeah, it's a little on the nose.
Yeah, but we'll see. Bunch of Halo games in
Like,
development.
I'm excited about the switch to the Unreal 5 engine though.
For sure.
Games look so good in that.
Like that was part of the problem with well, that's the problem with any of the companies that try to develop their own engine. Like you have to have very specialized talent, and then
Hmm.
you bring other people in that know Unreal or more broadly used engines, and they just have no idea how to use it. So they have to take time to onboard them and learn it. So
Yeah.
it's all good. It is all good. All right, now let us get into. Actually, you know what? Discussing that, I think that was actually Colin's question
What?
about Halo Studios. Let me see. Let's go back
I
to
think, yeah, I
general.
think it was. hmm Old Collie Wally.
Yeah. Thoughts on Halo Studios rebranding, switching to Unreal Engine 5, and having multiple projects. Um, yeah. All. I mean, I'm all for it. I do wish the name was something. I liked 343 Industries as a name. It is also important to know that Halo Studios they purged a lot of like the bad creators, I guess. So
hmm
it is there's a lot of the team still there, but there's new management in there. So
Yeah,
hopefully that's good. And then the multiple projects, I'm kind of hoping we get like I would love honestly I would love if they did like a Telltale game, like a really polished Telltale game.
that'd be
I
pretty
think
cool.
I think that could be pretty good. Like with Gears of War, and they might be leaning towards this. I always said they should have done a either they outsource it or they keep it in house. Do like a let's call it like a Resident Evil Village style game, first person horror, where you're in a collapsing building, but you don't. I mean, you'll know it at some point, but you don't like do a demo, have you go through it PT style, but there's just it's all dark and you just hear gunshots and like growling and everything, and you don't realize till the end of the demo that you're actually in E-Day, just
hmm
trying to survive like as the locusts are popping up. I think that would have been pretty cool.
Yeah,
But yeah, as far as the multiple games, ooh, I would love another like Spartan Assault, Spartan. What was the other one? Spartan Assault, Spartan.
oh yeah, like the top down like
Yeah,
shooters.
those are
Yeah.
those are fun. I have the one on the PC. I haven't started yet, but the one on Xbox, I played that forever ago. That was really fun. I would,
I own them, but I haven't played them.
yeah, just make a bunch of honestly, just make a bunch of smaller games. You have like your main Halo, like figure out Halo, like what you want to do next. Don't pull like a Disney and just shoot off into the scatter shot, hope something sticks. But yeah, I would imagine there's probably another Halo Wars in development. I think that was pretty successful for them.
I was just gonna say that I like the Halo Wars games.
Um, uh,
Just
yeah,
make a
do a
Halo
bunch.
MMO.
I could see that. Oh, I would love, dude. I would love a Halo like Division type game. I think that could be pretty cool.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And fuck it, Halo kart racing. Let's go.
Just make a fucking Halo roguelike.
Just do it all. I could.
Everybody else is doing it.
There's so much potential for the Halo
A,
franchise. I don't
a
want them to
Halo
overload
survival
it.
horror with the flood.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Yeah.
hmm hmm
So much potential. I'm kind of excited for it. If they can real,
343, call us.
it's not. It's Halo Studios, dude. I would
I'm
love
still
that.
calling them 343.
Next week, I think I'll post this in the thing. There are so many what I think are great ideas for games that cater to me that I know the general audience probably wouldn't dig. But
Yeah.
like I'll reiterate it next week. Did you ever watch Full Metal Alchemist or read it?
Yeah, I loved it.
I would love a Full Metal Alchemist Battlefront game where you fight in the different locations like during the wars and like the uprisings and everything, but you don't play as any of the alchemists, but instead they're like battling in the background and they start going like crazy with their powers and it becomes like those are like environmental like storms and damages that can hurt you if you're caught in the crossfire.
Mm,
I would love that kind of game.
that'd be kind of cool.
But I know people would want to play as the alchemist, but I'm like guys, let's bring it back to Battlefront, like the first one where you're just a foot soldier, but then all this crazy stuff's going on in the background.
Yeah.
I would love that game. I'll reiterate it next
Did
week.
you watch the original Full Metal Alchemist or did you watch Brotherhood or both?
So I read the manga and I just watched Brotherhood because I know the original one or the 2003 one. I know it deviates at a certain point.
Yeah. The original is good, but Brotherhood is like 10 times better.
Oof, I love Brotherhood.
It's so good. It basically takes the story in the original one
Mm-hmm.
and like expands on it like tenfold.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, because they did that classic thing where they're trying to make it at the same time as the manga, and then they catch up and they're like, all right, well, we got to Game of Thrones this.
Yeah.
Where are we at time wise? 121. Not bad. I think we even bullshitted for like the first 5 minutes. So, second question from our little boy Krish. He asks, let me double check that I have the right game. Um, nope, that's Kieri. What do you think the hardest achievement in Rainbow Six Siege is?
Ooh. I have that brought up right now. Um,
Why is
are we going off just by looking at them or off the guide?
um does it tell you in the guide?
It probably won't tell you, but I can probably figure it out more easily
Why
looking at the
doesn't
guide.
I'm looking at this. Why isn't hold on, let me go to mine real quick. It's not showing me my games. It's not showing that I have progress in Rainbow Six, but I know I do.
Pretty sure these rank trophies are going to be the hardest. Rank trophies are always the hardest in online games.
There we go. Okay. Um I would say is there DLC in this game? No. I think they fixed some of the buggier ones. Let's see. Achieve gold rank sounds like it's tough.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the hardest one because that's based on skill.
Yeah, but I don't know how hard gold is to get. Let's see. Oh, two.
There's 8 tiers and it's the fourth tier.
Gold went from having Hello Achievement Hunters on. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, because it's based on true skill.
Yeah,
So you literally have to
but you
get good
might be
at
able
it.
to. You might be able to get carried through that. Some people say I'm
I don't.
struggling.
I don't know.
Let's see. So good as gold right now is the hardest, for sure. Eliminate 10.
I also
Then
want to
there's
look
like
at
then there's like random ones like eliminate 10 players blinded by stun grenades.
if we're going off
Ooh, you
rarity.
know what? You know what? I'm gonna say based off what I remember, eliminate an opponent with a breach charge is probably the hardest. Aside from the,
You can probably boost that.
it's possible. I don't know how easy it is to get like a match. I wanna get back into Siege. I liked Siege a lot.
I'm looking at the rarity and just listen in, like
Hmm.
just reading what it's called. Perfectionist is probably up there. Get 5 flawless victories in ranked.
Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be
I
tough
want to
too.
see. I want to see what a flawless victory is. Hold on. We're looking at.
Is that not what one mind is? Oh, that's five perfectionists.
It'd be cool if they actually listed what the actual trophy was instead of just saying, "Oh, you'll get it eventually if you play in a group." It's like that's not helpful.
Which one is that? Perfectionist. Okay.
Okay, trophy requires you to win a grand total of 5 ranked without losing a single round within that match. That sounds pretty hard. I doubt you can really boost that either.
And there's win one match without losing a single round in ranked. Okay.
This game seems grindy as hell. No wonder I haven't started it.
It is great though. It is a lot of fun.
I feel like this is the type of game that I would just like load up on like Game Pass or somewhere where I don't really care about completion and just play for fun.
Oh, they I think I got this like dirt cheap. I want to say they gave it away like really cheap at some point.
Mm.
Which honestly, for some of these games, seems like a pretty solid like uh move by them because I picked it up. It was like I think at the beginning of COVID.
Mm.
They not gave away. They sold the Division 2, which was a pretty new game, for $3.
Hmm.
So good.
I want to say I got that for like a few bucks physically. Like it
Mm-hmm.
was super cheap.
Up here's one of my I'm looking at the Rainbow Six. Oh, did have you played Extraction?
No. What's the difference?
Rainbow Six. Extraction is basically Rainbow Six Siege, except you're not fighting other people. You're fighting goo aliens, basically.
Mm.
So it's PV. It's team. It's teamwork. You're fighting. You're fighting these aliens, and then I think it's like I haven't played it in so long. It's a lot of fun, but as you progress, like from level to level, you get more gear, and then you can back out and get experience and everything, or you can keep pushing
Mhm.
to get to like the end of the like 5 maps in a rotation, I guess.
Mhm.
It's fun. I like it. But
Sounds interesting.
and we're gonna play this at some point. Wait, there's a partly discontinued here. What's this one? Oh, I can get this one for you. Okay. So partially incompletable, but I can get it for you, Gary. Is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas. So good.
Dude, 1 and 2 were amazing. They were both so good.
Oh yeah.
Like the fact that you could like put your face on your guy in the first one.
Oh, I'm gonna post that picture. Hang on. I'll send it to you.
I
I'm gonna post it up in here. Let me
don't
see.
think I have mine anymore, but
Dude, I love it. I tried to do one. I do this like goofy smile where I just leave my mouth gaping open.
mhm. Isn't that
And
just your normal smile?
no, 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 no. What am I looking for? Oh, um, yeah. Let me find it. But it cut off half my mouth, so it just looked like I was like. It honestly looked like I was a Motep from the Mummy. Let me see. I think I have it saved as a favorite because it's so good. Um, favorites, favorites, favorites. There we go. Here we go. Share to my boy Gary, and then yeah, I'm gonna post it. I'll post it in the video too. But my buddies, we would play, and they're like, I want. They couldn't take the game seriously because they would see my dumb fucking face just pop around a corner. Yeah, it looks good, right?
Yeah, it's so good.
Dude,
Just that
it's
like dumbass look on your face, like.
oh yeah, yeah, I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna pop it up right here.
How do you
But
still have this photo?
you you mean the photo of it?
Like,
I just took a picture, baby. Why
no,
did I?
but like, how long ago did you like take this?
Oh, let me see. Well, that look. There's a Connect in the picture, so it's got to be when the Xbox first came out, right?
I know, but like, how do you have a photo that old like that you didn't just like lose?
Oh, because I made
Like,
sure to save it.
I'm just bad at that, I guess, because I never like. That's freaking
How do I?
hilarious, though. I didn't even look like you whatsoever.
Let me see. How do I? The picture was taken. Yeah, November 13th, 2015.
Oh, that wasn't that long ago.
No, it's not terrible.
I played that shit like back when it came out.
And I think I think I transferred that goober face over to Rainbow Six Vegas too. Also.
Yes, those games are so good. Freaking
Hmm.
realistic terrorist hunt was some of the most intense shit ever,
Oh my god, I love it so much. That's the only way
dude.
to rank up now. That's my last two
Yeah,
achievements.
I think I have 100% in both. Like,
Now
I
hold
gotta
on.
look it up now.
Do you have 100%, or does
Um,
your achievement broker have 100%?
no, I didn't buy achievements. That was a trophy thing, sir.
All right. So yeah, the hardest achievement, gold rank. But I mean, I'd also argue that there's so many of those
Hmm.
go back, go back. There's so many of these where it's like very kind of tough to plan, but you just get them accidentally.
I can see that.
I'm honestly shocked that I haven't gotten 10 kills with frag grenades.
Oh, I lied. I have 30 out of 36 achievements in the first one because I think the first one was harder, and I have
The first one was
100%.
definitely harder.
Yeah, and I have 100% in the second one.
The second one I
I
have
think
100%. Yep.
the last
The
6 I
first one,
think were.
do you have the one achievement for what was it? Having like a 20 something person lobby or something like that?
In the first one?
Yeah, there's some crazy achievement like that.
Are you sure you're not confusing it with Ghost Recon?
No, no, no. Hang on. Let me go back to
Are you
the
sure? Because
host.
I
You got
don't.
to Master of Ceremonies. Host a 16-player match.
Yeah, because I only.
That's in
If
Vegas
that
one.
is okay, I do have that one because I'm not missing that one.
Oh, cool. Well, that's probably the hardest one, just
I
coordination
disagree.
wise.
Well, coordination wise, yeah, but like
Dude,
I don't have.
I would absolutely be up for playing Terrorist Hunt.
I know I need to get the game though. I don't have it anymore.
Oh, do you? I think they gave it away on Xbox at some point.
I don't, but I probably wasn't a gold
Mm.
member when they gave it
Do you
away.
have do you have the True Identity achievement for the Xbox Live Vision camera?
And which one?
The first Vegas.
Yeah, the only ones
Oh,
I'm
cool.
missing
Okay.
are play all maps in of every adversarial game mode, achieve rank of elite, achieve rank of second rank of 10 second
Mm-hmm.
class, complete story mode realistic, complete all maps terrorist hunt on normal, and then also on realistic.
Dude,
Split screen was terrorist hunt was fucking hard.
dude, we're gonna 100% this game next year.
How are we gonna grind out the XP?
You can grind it out on a realistic. I think they say realistic, and it's the LVU campus.
Okay, how long does it take though?
Ooh, well, that's a different question, sir.
Yeah, that's a rare ass achievement. I'm not trying to sit here and spend 100 hours on a 20-year-old game.
It's 100 great hours. Is it 20 years old?
Uh, almost.
Almost, yeah.
2006.
Damn.
I know. I feel old. Dude, I got that.
Um,
I was
there's
like
some
18 when I was playing that shit.
idle boot. I don't want to do idle boosting necessarily. It's not fun. Online multiplayer match. You need 675,000. Fastest way is to play Terrorist Hunt LVU campus with the enemy's density set to high on realistic difficulty. This can be done in player matches and it's faster than ranked matches because nobody plays ranked matches. That's the guide.
Oh shit, you can get XP while you sleep. If you
Yeah,
literally just like, that's crazy.
yeah, that's not that fun.
No, but I'm just saying, like, if we did terrorist hunt, we still needed hell XP, and we were just like, ah, whatever.
Yeah, game's a lot easier if you take it in stages. Don't just run in and start shooting. Yeah, I mean, I love Terrorist Hunt.
It was so good.
I think that they brought it back. I think in Siege at some point post launch, but it wasn't exactly the same.
Hmm.
But yeah, dude, let's do it. Next 2025, the year of Rainbow Six Vegas.
I could probably find it somewhere hella cheap. eBay,
Oh,
maybe.
definitely. Oh, for sure.
Hmm.
Well,
Is it backwards compatible?
it's backwards compatible, yeah. Maybe
Oh,
not
sick.
now since the 360 store shut down. Let's do a quick eBay and then we'll go from there. Rainbow
Are you
Six
sure? Oh no, it did. Yeah, I
Vegas
forgot. That's sad.
Xbox 360.
Although
Um,
you can still buy it since it's backwards compatible, you can still buy it.
digitally,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, $20.
If you want to get it from Amazon, $15, not terrible.
Amazon. I don't like buying shit from used stuff from Amazon.
I don't know if it's used. I would assume it's used.
Yeah, I don't like because they don't show photos of it. I'm OCD about my shit, the condition of my shit.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I want to get Naruto Broken Bond so badly, and just
Ooh.
finally sit down and finish that multiplayer because it's
Hmm.
honestly not terrible if you like co-op it with someone. I think
Hmm.
you only have to get like at this point 80 something wins.
Dude, I can literally get it on eBay for $4.80.
Which one, Broken Bond or Rainbow Six?
Rainbow Six.
Did you ever play the
No, I'm not buying that one. They tagged the disc.
Ooh,
Hell
that's
no.
me crab. Let's see what they've got on the store. Did you ever play the 360 Naruto games?
I played the first one. I liked it quite a bit. It was hella
Dude,
hard though.
they were great. Oh, and
Yeah,
the achievements are broken too, which sucks.
that sucks.
Like
Yeah, I
the
really enjoyed it. It was
DLCs,
just
the DLC characters,
hard.
the achievements never worked, so
Oh, that
you
sucks.
can't 100% it. Let's see, Vegas.
Are you OCD about me too with the type of artwork. Like, I don't like greatest hits kind of shit. I like the original artwork the most.
That doesn't bother me as much as a GameStop garbage case.
Yeah. Like if it's like a huge price difference between like a greatest hits and whatever, then I'll probably just suck it up and get greatest hits. But if given the opportunity, I'll always go for the original.
Let's look up Rainbow Six Vegas on Xbox.
Oh dang, this actually looks like a solid condition copy. It's only $3. I mean shipping's $4.43, but still it's still not that bad.
Oof. Wait for a sale, my guy. $20.
What?
$20 for Rainbow Six Vegas.
Yeah, I'd rather just buy a physical copy for
I would
cheaper.
check. They must have given it away at some point,
I don't think it's on my profile. I
or it
think
was
I would have
on,
remembered.
or it was on the cheap.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I've always been a physical guy, so I don't think I would have bought it digitally.
Let's get physical. Physical.
It's
All right.
a pretty solid
Well,
looking copy.
that was a solid episode. Oh, before we go out, any recommendation for people to play games? What do you got? Real quick.
Um, is it cheating to almost always say a game that I've just been playing?
No, I mean that's probably your best.
Because honestly, like the Dead Space remake, Chef's Kiss, like legit
Mm,
one of the best games I've played in a long time. It's so fucking good.
that is a good one.
Go play it. It's free on PlayStation Plus right now. It's one of the essential games. Do it.
That's true. At least go redeem it real quickly.
Yeah. Dip
And
your toe in.
then
Wear your brown pants.
let's see. For me, I'm gonna say go play. I have Rainbow Six installed. It's a tough game. But it's a fun puzzle game, challenging too. It's called uh, Shotgun King: The Final Checkmate. It's basically you're playing as the Black King, I believe, and you are betrayed by your Black Bishop, and
Mm,
you basically it's chess, but you also have a shotgun.
hmm
And so your goal is to kill the king, and then it wipes the board, and then you progress through like 20 levels. As you progress each level, you get a choice of two cards or two sets of cards. One's a pro for you, one's a pro or a negative for you, one's a pro or negative for your opponent, and you have two sets to choose from, and they pile up as they go. And then there's different shotguns you can unlock and everything. Pretty cool art style. It's kind of pixely, but
hmm
I'll have a video for it here. It's I think it's definitely a fun game to check out.
Yeah, I
And
bought it. I bought it on while still recording the podcast. Bought it live.
what, Shotgun King or Rainbow Six Vegas?
Rainbow Six Vegas.
Dude, we're playing Rainbow Six Vegas. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's go.
Got it
Oh,
for like 834
that's not
complete.
bad. That's not bad.
Yup.
I'm on the hunt for
Yup.
I'm on the hunt for Broken Bonds, just because that's the one that's completable. So
Broken Bond.
I think I donated them to. I think I donated them or something, or I got rid of a
I
bunch of
just
stuff.
I just rented them. I was a GameFly kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I couldn't
So
afford to
tired.
buy games all the time, so I would just rent them from GameFly.
Oh, you know what? The last thing I want to bring up. Tell me 3 things from your backlog that you're currently working on. Could be games, movies, TV, books, whatever. Just rapid fire, real
Um,
quick.
ooh, haven't really been watching much TV. Haven't reading anything, so I would say, I guess, Dead Space, Astrobot, and Hellblade 2. Kind of what I
Very
already talked
nice.
about
Very
on the
nice.
yeah.
At least on my side backlog, I had a game. Oh, I'm doing Powerwash Simulator. I plan to finish it this week. I'm
hmm
planning to finish reading the Alan Wake book, which is just a novelization of the first game, so it's kind of half
Nice.
cheating. But and then I'm slowly working through the Red versus Blue seasons because I just got the final season on Blu-ray. So
Sweet.
I want to rewatch all of them except for season 14 because I don't have that one. I'll probably watch it on it. I think it's probably on YouTube, but that one's just like an anthology season. Very hard
So
to
good.
find. Dude, the first season of Red vs. Blue is so good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but with
It's
that,
classic.
it is a classic. With that, another episode of Platinum Achievements comes to a close. Gary, thank you for joining me as usual,
Thanks for having me.
as always. And everyone, have we need a better sign off, but happy hunting. Enjoy your week. I don't know.
Enjoy your weekend.
Keep on hunting your trophies and achievements, boys and girls. That sounds like a good one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, bye.
Bye.